Hey y'all, it's Stacy. Okay, so you like my greasy hair? Okay, so I thought I would film an post-surgery update video. So I had my surgery done on Wednesday. It was the endometriosis surgery where my doctor was going to burn off all of the endometriosis and scar tissue. If that sounds foreign to you, you can just Google endometriosis and it'll explain what I'm talking about. But anyway, so my arrival time was at 7 a.m. So I got up at 5 a.m. and it was me, Joseph, which is my husband, my mother-in-law. We rode together out, and then my mom, she came a little bit later, and then my dad, he had a couple things to do, so he came a little bit later. So all my favorite people were there except my sister, but you know, she lives out of state. So I felt very blessed. Well, while we were in the waiting room, it was like 9:30, and I hadn't had any of my pain medicine. I hadn't had anything, where usually I have it in the mornings and the afternoons or evenings. And so I started hurting so bad. Like at first, I was super anxious. And they always tell me when I check in to tell the nurse, to give me something for my anxiety. And it's usually Ativan, which doesn't really help me, but whatever. And so I mentioned that. Well, after like an hour or two, like I was in so much pain, I did not even care about anxiety medication. Like, I was like, that's the last thing I care about. I'm hurting so bad. I cannot sit in this chair anymore because it's just making my ovaries throb. I was like, it's radiating to my back, so I would stand up. And then if I stood up, then my back would hurt worse. So they were just so kind at UAB. I mean, so like caring. Like I love that place. So there's this guy and this girl that were both communicating with me. And the guy came back and he's like, okay, good news, only 10 or 15 more minutes. And I was like, thank you, Jesus Christ. And what happened was my doctor, apparently once she got into the surgery, there were a lot of complications with the person ahead of me, and so it threw her off a lot. And but anyways, and this girl comes out, a nurse, she's like, okay, we've got a bed for you. That way we can go ahead and hook you up to an IV. We can start giving you some things for your anxiety, like so I won't be as nervous, and for your pain. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And I don't know if I'm pretty sure I've told y'all this before, but oh my God, y'all, I'm so terrified of IVs. It is like insane. Like the last time I had an IV, I had a full-on panic attack, and I don't know why. So, but I was seriously so ready to just not hurt that I was like, here, just take my arm and do an IV. I don't even care. So first, they did this. I've got to get alcohol and get all this off. They did the bend of my arm because that's where I requested. That's where I always request. That's just because I'm used to it. Well, for some reason, it doesn't pump good there. If you're a nurse, you totally understand why. I mean, I kind of get what she was saying. Like, your arm doesn't stay completely straight, so it'll cut off the valve, close the door. And so finally at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock, literally, they took me back to surgery, and holy crap, I was so nervous. I had the nicest nurses, anesthesiologist, nurse anesthetist, doctor, greatest people ever. And we were back there for a good 25 minutes before they even put me under, and we were just kind of like talking and stuff. And I started getting really, and then I feel him wiping my hand, and I was like, what are you doing over there? And he was like, prepping your hand for IV, and I was like, but I've got an IV over here. And he was like, I know, but that one, the valve keeps closing, we need to put it in your hand. And I was like, please don't, please don't. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I thought in my head, first off, Stacey, you need to face this fear, whatever the problem is. And second off, I said, if that's going to make it easier on you, like if that's what you need to do it. You know, I'd rather, be in a little pain when he put it in and him be able to do his job better. So he was like, okay, good. So he put some numbing, like a numbing shot in my hand, and that stung. And then he put the IV in there, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. They even put my other biggest fear, and I don't know why I'm scared of catheters. I've never had, well, now I've had one, but I had never had one. But they did a catheter while I was in there, and I guess I didn't feel it. I don't know, But, yeah, that was a Wednesday. Today's Friday. Doctor came out after surgery, told I even have pictures. If they were in here, I would totally show them to y'all. But we can't find them. So I'm sure when I go to my post-op appointment, I can get her to print out some more. But, holy moly, it was disgusting. She said, okay, my GYN said it was stage 1 endometriosis and it was just a speck. Well, that wasn't true. It's actually stage 2, which, you know, that's okay. It was stage 2 endometriosis, and there were huge masses. I'm just going to get blunt because, I mean, I don't, I mean, if you're watching this video for learning purposes, you're going to need me to be specific, and I'm very comfortable with that. She burnt. She said it was all between my ovaries, like a huge mass. And she said it was all in my vajayjay, which is why, remember I told you I couldn't put in a tampon? That's why, because it was like, that crap was everywhere. She said it was just like gobs of it all over the place. And when she went out to my family, she was like, this is why she has been hurting so bad, and at times can't even walk. And she was showing them, they were like, oh my God, the other doctor said it was a speck, you know? She's like, no. So I got out of surgery, and I went to recovery, and the Lord only knows what I was saying to the nurse, but Foxy Bear, Foxy, come here! I don't even know. She was so sweet. I kept going in and out. Hang on. Ooh, fudge nickels. What is it, baby? What is it? Your daddy's not home. What the heck is that noise? Babe? It's okay. It's okay, Fox. Sorry. And, so it was so sweet because, okay, y'all know I'm really goofy and just a happy person, and I just smile a lot and talk a lot. Well, apparently, when I woke up from surgery, that was no different. I apparently smiled, like the whole time, apparently I was like this. Because I was alert enough to where I could understand what they were saying, but I was going in and out, just feeling so groggy. And I heard the lady say, she is so funny, oh my God, and she smiles so much, and she keeps asking for her husband, it's so cute. And I was like, ha ha ha, you know, I mean, I couldn't respond because I was so out of it, but I was like, oh, like, yay. I helped the nurse, she was like, you're my favorite patient of the day, and I was like, good, you know, like, I'm glad. And I didn't get nauseous after the anesthesia, not at all. That's never happened before. And yeah, so now I'm on my second day of recovery, and she just did, I'll show y'all, I don't really care. I mean, obviously I'm not teeny tiny. Oh, those are not panties. Y'all, those are, hang on, let me pull them down. They're like shorts that I got at Halloween Express to go under like a costume. Here, this is gross, but whatever, I'm going to show y'all anyways. Ew, look at all that fat. Okay, can y'all see? Okay, yeah, that's where one incision was. There's the other incision. And the other one is my belly button. And it didn't even bruise. Like, that's amazing. So, I guess just all in all, it was very seamless, smooth procedure. I'm so thankful that I went ahead and got it done. Y'all just don't even know. I'm very optimistic about the fact that I really think I'm going to feel better. Of course, I'm still sore in my ovaries and other places because, I mean, I just had crap burned off of me. So, you know, so that's, you know, I don't know. I'm really excited because I really feel like within a week or two, I'm going to not really have this pain anymore. And so, yeah, that's how I'm doing. Holy crap. And I can eat again without getting sick, which is crazy because I haven't been able to do that since July of last year. This morning, Joseph made me biscuits and bacon, and I ate 5 biscuits, y'all, 5 freaking biscuits and a ton of bacon. Did not get sick. Normally, that would make me feel like I had the flu for at least 3 to 4 hours, but I didn't, and it was wonderful. I hadn't been getting nauseous at all. So we kind of talked about it and talked about my doctor, and my doctor was like, you know, a lot of the nausea could be coming from you being in so much pain. Okay, y'all, got to go because my hubby's calling me. He's getting some stuff at the store. But I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.